Amazing audience, we are live with Shelley. Amazing audience, we are live with Shelley. Amanda is giving me the wait sign. so I'm about to start, and there, we're keyed.
Okay.
Amazing audience, we are live with Shelley Leonhardt. Shelley, we do this in
Thank
Trinidad. You. We say if it's nice, do it twice.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. All right. Well, do tell me which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this space and time in history.
I believe it's due to openness, really. Openness and being full of life in general and inquisitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those.
It takes someone bold to pull off that color red glasses, you know?
Yes, I know.
Is it that...
Do I pull it off?
You do.
Good.
Is it that you ensure that the lens you look through life is bright and positive?
Absolutely. All the time. Yeah, all the time. Being very positive is, I think, one of my strengths. And life hasn't always been easy, as with most people, but I always believe that things happen for a reason, and if it's maybe not such a good thing, maybe it's to strengthen me for something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always, get up in the morning, you have a choice. You can be happy or you can be miserable, and I choose to be happy. So.
Who did you learn the ability to choose to be happy from?
I think probably my mom. She was a single parent, so my father died when I was 6. She worked very hard, but was always friendly, laughing, like always with people. Everybody loved Winnie.
Yeah.
Everybody loved her, and I think I just got that from her, like no matter what, you can make a positive impact on people.
What do you do professionally?
Professionally right now, I do a couple of things. I have my own business, a jewelry business, but I also work for a local member of the Legislative Assembly, so government work, part-time. But in my history, I've sold medical devices worldwide. I've had a coaching business. I've done a lot of very different things. Yeah.
And they've been fun.
Oh yeah, always. When they stop being fun, I usually leave.
Yeah.
Right? I always think, okay, my work is done here.
Yeah,
Time to go.
Yeah. This is taking away. It's not supposed to take away from
That's
me.
right.
It's supposed to help me be more. I love that. Why will you continue to be that person that walks in being positive?
Yeah. Why will I be?
Yeah, why will you continue to be that person?
Because I see so many people around me that choose not to be that way, and I see how miserable they are. So every day, and of course in my job working for the local MLA, I get to help people whose lives are not very happy. And so that makes me feel so much more blessed. I mean, just knowing that, I don't have everything, but I have a lot. I'm healthy and happy in my relationship, and life is good.
Yeah, life is good.
Life is good.
It's great. If people wanted to connect with you, what's the best way for them to connect with you? I mean, you're wearing some amazing jewelry, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, I am.
It's hard not to notice, right? If they're interested in that, what is the best place for them to connect with you?
Well, probably I've got a Facebook page called Shelley's Bling.
Right.
By
Yeah,
Fifth
she
Avenue.
is blinging. There we go.
Yeah, and certainly, message me if they wanted to through
From there,
Facebook. Yeah,
sure.
and
Shelley's
I'm on
Bling.
regular Facebook as well as
Okay.
Shelley Leonhardt. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Shelley's bling.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell me one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Over the last 3 years, consistently, prayed. I have done that consistently. Played golf consistently, and just tried to be more appreciative, I think, of what I have, and be closer to my grandsons and that kind of thing, because life is so busy all the time that you can, things can go by you, and you, oh my goodness, it's already been 2 weeks or 3 weeks and I haven't seen them, right? So just trying to be more aware of the people that are most important.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel really good when I've connected with them, right? And I think also too, I'm I've been sort of known for being the one to stay connected with people. In previous jobs, Chamber of Commerce or whatever, that was sort of my job, was to connect people, businesses and people, and it's carried on throughout ever since then.
Yeah.
You know, like I like to stay in touch. I'm always the one to organize things, you know. It's time to get together,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Checkpoint.
Yes.
Yeah. Why would you suggest to someone that's listening that they do that? They ensure that they're being very, the word is, they place emphasis on connecting. Then why would you suggest people do that?
Well, because I think that connecting with people does a number of things. It can make you so much more appreciative of what you do have in your life, but you can also be very helpful to other people, depending on what's going on in their life. And I think it broadens our thoughts about many things, because everybody thinks differently.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm a firm believer that a few years ago I wasn't like that. When I worked at the Chamber of Commerce, I met so many people that after a while it was like people overload. And many times I did not take the time that I felt now that I should have, right? And again, I say, you know, people do come into your life for a reason, and you can choose to ignore that, or you can choose to accept it and then find out why. And there's usually always a really good reason why that person, maybe not immediately, but a week or two or a month down the road, you'll find out why.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too. It's
That's
awesome.
Great. It's gold.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, let's switch gears for a moment. Of course, amazing audience, we are live again with Shelley Leonhardt, right? Shelley, let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water.
Yes.
What is your earliest childhood memory?
My earliest childhood memory of blue water, or just my earliest childhood memory, period?
Is it of blue water?
Not for a long time.
Okay. Period.
Yeah, period? Okay. First childhood memory. Let me see. A lot of them weren't that great because, again, my father died when I was so young that a lot of those memories are based around what I remember of him, which is not much. But I remember him saving me. I was swarmed by bees when I was probably 4, and I remember, I can almost still feel him picking me up in his arms and running away with me, you know, to get away from the bees. And that is always there with me. And another one would be him rescuing me. We lived in a very small town in Saskatchewan, and we still used outhouses for washrooms. And my sister and brother would always lock me in there. And I was afraid of spiders. My father would rescue me, you know. So those are like 4 or 5-year-old memories. So maybe not the happiest, but of him, they were happy because that's all I have.
Why do you think those memories are so clear?
You know, I don't know. Maybe because he wasn't there long after, you know, and really the only male figure in my life. My mother never remarried, and my brother, you know, left home shortly after and was not around. So he was really the only male figure until I was 6, and then there was nobody. And I think that's another reason why I have become so strong, because my mom had to be strong, and so I, you know, was of course as well. So yeah.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
I definitely wouldn't be as independent, as strong, probably as smart, brave, definitely not as brave. I've done some pretty out there things, and it takes a lot of courage to do some of the things I've done. And so I don't think I could have ever done that. If my father had not passed away and I would have had a father in my life, I probably would have been a totally different person.
That's interesting.
Today.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind?
Yeah.
It is not necessary to have someone who will save you from the bees to interact with the bees. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know. I still, to this day, am afraid of bees.
Yeah. But it's intriguing that you would make decisions even after your father wasn't there, that would put you in steer danger, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Right? Just understanding
Yeah.
that it was necessary for you to grow, to become more, to help other people grow as well.
Right.
That's interesting, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scary, though, Shelley, being that person.
It is scary, yeah.
Because you're
sometimes.
interacting with the first fears. It's one thing when he did it and that's what happened, but when you're the first person that experiences that, it isn't always fun.
No.
Yeah. But then I guess you turn it into fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
When I was 12, oh my goodness, that's a long time ago. When I was 12, just going into high school, oh boy, something about sitting in the back of a car. Oh no, that was me. No, I couldn't remember.
Right here on 12-minute convos, folks. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
Sure.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Oh, yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Oh, yes.
What about screen time, the phone and the computer? Is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, no less.
Okay. If you had to share with us, Shelley, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Shelley Leonhardt, what would you say that is?
I would say that I am a loving, caring, fun, compassionate individual.
Love it. Shelley Leonhardt, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah, I think that that people should take every chance they get. Fear is what creates happiness in the end. We can be fearful every day. But I think if we accept that fear and go forward with it, and we will experience some amazing things if we leave that fear behind and just do what our passion and our heart is telling us to do.
Whether it's bees or spiders, go get it.
Exactly.
Love it. Shelley Leonhardt, this is a great pleasure. Thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Joe.
Thank you very much.
Did you have fun?
I had great fun.